Hello YouTube, it is 1:51 p.m. Oh, I missed that light, damn. 1:51 p.m. Sorry, I wanted to say December, it's January 5th, 2022. God, like I haven't said the date 20 times today. So I just got let off the bus from the Route 30 and had to go underneath the scaffolding. A new tower going in here. I'm right in downtown Tempe. I hardly ever get to Tempe these days, so this is kind of exciting. I think I could have stayed on the 30 and done a direct transfer to the light rail over at like rural, but it's so much more fun just to go down Mill. So yeah, Bird's still having scooters in this area. Kind of neat. I haven't seen a bird in a little while. There's so many buses that I could take that'll get me up to this is like Bus Central in downtown Tempe. That's why after my divorce, when I first got a place and got off the streets, I got myself in Tempe just because I didn't have a car and I didn't know when I would have a car. And in a time I was homeless and getting around without a car, I quickly realized that Tempe has significantly more public transit than everywhere else in the valley, and that hasn't changed. I mean, what they have has changed. That is the Venus back. It's been a long time since I've rode an Orbit bus. I don't remember exactly where it goes. Although, to be honest, I think if I think that could have taken me to Mercury East. So yeah, those Orbit buses, those are local circulator buses. They're free, by the way. Yeah, if you don't have a bus card, you can pretty much get anywhere in Tempe on the Orbit buses. And they're using bigger, nicer buses than they did when I lived in Tempe. It's been about 6 years since I moved out of Tempe. Yeah, those, wow, that tower was not here the last time I was here. That tower was not here the last time I was here. Dang. And that's the one I was going up as I was underneath the scaffolding. This is why I'm like looking up, I'm like, wait a minute, there's all these new buildings, big buildings. All right, all this stuff that I'm walking under, that's been here as long as I can remember. Although Abercrombie & Fitch no longer there. I think this was Sunglass Hut. In this location right here, that's not there anymore. That looks like it's going to be a rental office for one of those new towers. I don't remember what was there before. Mellow Mushroom Pizza, that's still there. I remember going there with Allison when she was probably about 3 years old, and getting a parking ticket. and I think my parking was supposed to be validated while I was there. It was kind of a frustrating thing. I do think I got it thrown out, but anyway. Oh, memories. That corner there that's got the gator, the chain link fence around it, where apparently there's new towers going in. That's where Long Wong's used to be, a famous bar back in the 90s. That's where one of many great Arizona bands started, including the Gin Blossoms. Let me see, Razor Scooters, that's cool. Zip's Grill, that's still here. Oh, and somebody knocked all the birds down. Real classy. Every time I see that, I always wonder if it was just an accident or somebody nudged one and they all went down, or if it's just somebody who just hates scooters and has to knock them down. Oh, let's see, that's the last B of A that I didn't account at. That went sour. Yeah, that was part of my life collapsing after my divorce that resulted in me being unbankable for quite a while. So definitely making efforts to not let that happen again. Wow, Fat Tuesday's still here. That Fat Tuesday's been there since I was a cab driver in the mid-90s. One of the sit-down Razor scooters. Those are cool. Well, Bruno Mars in the background, which means this video can never be monetized. Oh, Jimmy John's. And this spot here on the left, I think it's Five Guys Burgers. Yeah, it's a Five Guys Burgers. But this used to be Coffee Plantation. Once upon a time, that was arguably the best coffee shop in Tempe. And it's been down for a long time. Looks like we got some other businesses across the street that have been closed. And I don't know what's going on in here. Wow. It was El Jefe, but it looks like El Jefe got shut down. Coming soon. A Noche Cantina. No, don't hold my word on this. I might be spreading rumors, and if I am, my apologies. But memory serves, when there were still a lot of COVID restrictions on bars, which there really aren't in Arizona anymore. And thankfully, because there's a lot of states where there's a lot of insanity going on with restrictions, particularly California and New York. But when that was still happening here, I do believe El Jefe got in a lot of trouble for not following, just blatantly disregarding the rules. So, not too surprised to see them shut down. I don't smoke. And let's see, across the street, it looks like there's another restaurant there. That used to be my big fat Greek restaurant. That place was awesome. But yeah, it's been closed for a long time. Pretty awesome that Old Town Books is still there. That's been there a long time. And that's pretty awesome. That's the Valley Art Theater. That is the original Harkins Theater. That's where Dan Harkins actually grew up. A guy who owns the largest theater chain in Arizona. As a child, his parents owned that little independent theater, and he grew up in the apartment located above it. And fun bit of Phoenix Tempe history. And went on to be massively successful. And he's been to my karaoke show a few times. He loves singing karaoke. Now, see, it says. Who's a fair to see in 22, so apparently it's shut down right now. But generally what they show in there, it's a mix of like independent films, because it's just a single old school theater. They run a mixture of independent films and every now and then they'll have like old films. Like I remember when John Hughes died. For about a week straight, they were doing like a John Hughes Film Festival and playing a lot of his classic movies. I went there to see Weird Science, and also went there to see Pretty in Pink, and that was fun. I honestly enjoy going to an old school theater to see a movie from my youth. That's fun to me. A lot more fun than seeing whatever the newest piece of crap is that Marvel's putting out. And that Starbucks has been there for a long time. That's a fun walk. I don't know, probably not as quick as some of my other options did to the light rail, but definitely the most scenic. Now that's new, Taco Bell Cantina. I forget what used to be in that spot, but that's a new concept from Taco Bell, where it's basically Taco Bell with a bar. I definitely approve. And I've wondered what it would take to maybe get karaoke going at a Taco Bell Cantina. It seems like it's a possibility.